and welcome back to my channel and a very happy new year to you. It is today, Saturday, the 2nd of January, definitely Saturday, and I am here in all my barefaced beauty to do a little catch up and get ready with me, I suppose, video. I'm just sat at my dressing table about to get ready because I do have to go out very shortly. It is 9:30 in the morning. I am meeting a friend in an hour. Just one friend for a walk with the dog, who is, oh, he's hiding over there, you can't see him. So I thought I would come on and do a little chat really while I get ready, because I didn't really want to start. I'm going to do an undecorate cleaning video, I think, for Wednesday. I didn't really want to start the year with that, and I have an opportunity to see how you all are and say Happy New Year. So, Happy New Year. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and New Year, no matter what you were doing. Ours was pretty quiet, I suppose, a bit different to normal. I think Christmas Day actually felt fairly normal. We would normally probably have a mum and dad with us, but we've plenty of times not had them with us, so it didn't feel that drastically different to normal. It felt a lot more chilled, I think, cooking the dinner and stuff. There was no, I didn't have anyone else to entertain while I was doing it, and it just felt like we could just relax a little bit more, I suppose. I mean, we can still relax when my parents are here, obviously, but I don't know, it just felt a little bit less on schedule, I suppose, on Christmas Day. Boxing Day we did very little. It was really nice, and actually we've done very little ever since. We've been on lots of walks. I did go and shop the sales while we were able to, before we got shoved into tier 4. I went and shopped the sales with Phoebe. We spent a day at Rushton Lakes. To be honest, I didn't really buy much in the sale as such. I did buy some bits. I got a couple of pairs of jeans, 3 pairs of jeans in the next sale. 1 pair still to come. I got Phoebe a leopard print shacket in the next sale, and it is the bomb. It is so lovely, and we went out shopping and she wore it, and we had so many comments from people going, wow, I love your jacket. It's so nice. I would really like one for myself. So yeah, I got that for her, and we went to Primark and I bought some leggings. Oh, you won't be able to see. They're these. It's just a pair of black leggings, but they've got fur on the inside. Now, I bought a pair of these years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago, and I think I got a size too small. I don't know what size I got though, because these are a large and they are too big. They are too long, and that for me is saying something. I've got a 34-inch leg and these are too long, but it doesn't matter. I'd rather they were too long than too short. I just gather them up a bit at the top because I only wear a long t-shirt over the top, but they're black leggings with fur on the inside, and they are so warm. So I'm wearing them today because we're going for this walk, so I thought it would be nice to wear something a bit toasty. But yeah, I got them before, and the size I got were too small and they were too tight. Maybe I was a bit chunkier then, I don't know. But anyway, I had put off getting them again since then, but I thought I would get some more, and I love them. And I got a long t-shirt, not this one, but a different long t-shirt to wear over the top. And I bought some jogging bottoms. I thought I would embrace the loungewear now that we're going to be at home for the foreseeable future, or certainly for the next couple of weeks or months. I thought I would get a bit more loungewear and be a bit more comfy at home. I've never really been that into loungewear before, but over this Christmas period I felt the need to just wear something more comfy. I think for the entirety of lockdown, both lockdowns, I was working, and okay, I work at home, and I've always worked at home, but I like to dress for work. Well, I wear jeans, but I like to get dressed and be in work mode when I'm working. So I have always worn jeans or hoodies or, you know, dresses or whatever, just be dressed. And this last week when we've been at home and I've not been working, or 2 weeks, I don't go back to work actually until Thursday. It has been so nice to just not have to worry. I'm not a stay in pyjamas all day sort of person, but it's been nice to just be and just slob around a little bit and not worry about things. The other day Archie and I went out for a run, more about that in a minute, at lunchtime, so I didn't bother getting dressed until, I think I'd got up a bit late. We'd had a late breakfast. I got dressed at about 12:30ish, and I thought, I won't have a shower, I'm going to go for a run. Archie, would you like to go for a run? Yes, I would. So we both just shoved on our running gear and went for a run. So by the time I got back, got showered and changed, it was about 3 o'clock. So I just shoved on some loungewear and I didn't bother putting my makeup on or anything. And I was just cooking some dinner, and Andrew came in and went, "You haven't got any makeup on." And I was like, "No, why?" And it wasn't like he was bothered, it's just like it was really unusual. It's really unusual for me to not put at least a bit of makeup on. I won't full face always, but I always put foundation on, I always put mascara on and a bit of bronzer. And he was so shocked that I hadn't got any on. I was like, well, there's no point, I didn't get dressed till 3, so what's the point in putting a full face of makeup on and then just having to take it off again in a couple of hours time? So yeah, that's me. I generally put something on my face and get dressed every day. So yeah, I'm embracing the loungewear. That was a long way of saying I'm embracing the loungewear for the next couple of weeks or months until life gets back to normal. If it ever gets back to normal, I think it will. How are we all feeling about the whole tier thing? So it doesn't really matter how we're feeling, it is what it is. Yeah, my parents were in tier 4 before Christmas. We moved into tier 4 on the 31st. Doesn't feel hugely different. Come on, light. It doesn't feel hugely different, to be honest, other than the shops are shut. We weren't going out and doing a huge amount anyway. Archie's now obviously not going back to school until the 18th, although he's obviously doing online, so he'll be back on Monday with online learning. Phoebe is going back to school, so we're in Northampton. Milton Keynes, which is only 20 minutes from here, the primaries are not going back. So it feels quite weird that we are and quite a few people locally are not, but our schools are. I know a lot of people are feeling quite anxious about the fact that kids are going back to school. I'm pleased. Phoebe goes back on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased about it, not because I'm not worried about passing the virus on and what have you and all that, but just for her own mental health and well-being, she needs to be in school. She didn't cope well, and I say cope well, she was fine, but I know changes in my children, you know, and she did not enjoy the first lockdown and being at home all the time. She doesn't do well with home learning. At school, she will try hard and do her best. At home, I don't think she does. Even the second time when they were in isolation just before Christmas, they were set work online with the school, which is much better than when they were in lockdown. However, this camera keeps blurring. However, I had to keep asking her to do things again because she just did the bare minimum. And I think at school she would always go the extra mile, do a bit more. So she needs to be at school. She obviously won't be back at dance, which is gutting, absolutely gutting, because that's her fitness, it's her passion, it's what she loves to do. She really doesn't enjoy doing classes on Zoom very much, but hey ho, they'll be back in time. So we just hope that if everyone does as they're told and behaves as they should, and we can get through the next couple of months or weeks, then hopefully all will be back at some point. We just do what we can do, don't we? So yeah, that's that. It's funny, I was talking to a friend on WhatsApp last night, and there are lots of things I miss about things being closed, and obviously over the past year. But something I've missed mostly at this time of year, like at Christmas time, is the cinema. We don't go to cinema a huge amount. We have our life insurance is with Vitality, so we used to get free Cineworld tickets every week, just about. So we quite often, Andrew and Archie would go quite often to the cinema, and we would go. So we have got used to going quite a lot recently. Oh, this keeps going so dark. Let's make you a bit lighter. There we go. So we got used to going quite a lot. But New Year, Christmas time, is the time then we would go probably more than anything. Like New Year, the day like today, in fact, probably would be a a cinema day. Like, what can we do? It's cold, let's go to the cinema and we'll see whatever's new on at the cinema. And well, I like going and getting a Starbucks and, you know, that sort of stuff. So yeah, I miss that a lot. And I felt that this last couple of days. I'm like, oh, I haven't got a cinema trip on. But hey ho. So yeah, so what's everyone else doing? What are you feeling? Is everyone else going back to work? I feel quite fortunate. I'm not going back to work until Thursday. We were supposed to take holiday from the 17th, or 17th was 17th, 18th. That last Friday anyway, before Christmas, was supposed to be our last day at work. But I knew that I was going to be busy that coming up weeks because I work in fitness marketing and all of our sites had campaigns starting, and I knew I was going to be really, really busy. So I decided, rather than taking those 3 days, I took 2 days. I took the 23rd and 24th, but rather than taking the 20th and 21st, I thought I would take some time after Christmas, because generally it is quite quiet anyway in the beginning of January, because all of our campaigns have started, they're all going, and then now none of the campaigns are going because everywhere's shut. So it's actually going to be a lot quieter anyway. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to take some time when the children go back to school, so that I can tidy and clean and just have a bit of downtime before I go back to work. So that's what I'm doing. So I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Phoebe's off Monday anyway. Archie's online, and then Phoebe back at school Tuesday, Wednesday, and I will take down my decorations on Tuesday. That's the plan anyway. I don't think I'll take them down any earlier. I'm still enjoying them, having them up. I may do some on Monday, depending on what we're doing. I might spread it over a couple of days because there's quite a lot to take down. I might do the bedrooms or something on Monday, get them done and out of the way, and then do everything else on Tuesday. So the idea was to spend a bit of time with Phoebe before she went back to school on Monday and do something fun and go out and do something, but we obviously can't do that now, so we're going to be in the house anyway. I might as well take some decks down. She has been going to the skate park a couple of times a day at the moment. Anything to get out and about and do some exercise, so she's been doing that. We went for a long New Year's Day walk yesterday, and I'm looking forward to seeing my friend today and going for a nice walk in the fresh air. The sun is shining. We've had no snow here, which I was a bit sad about. Everyone's had snow. Even my mum and dad had snow in Watford, but only a tiny bit, she said. But we've had none at all. We were forecast to have some. I think last Wednesday it was supposed to snow, and for days up until the day it still said snow, and then I looked like Tuesday night and the forecast had changed to nothing. So yeah, we were completely bypassed when it came to the snow. Have everyone else had snow? I know, so I've got some friends who live in the Manchester area and they've had loads. So yeah, we feel a bit hard done by, but to be honest, in this area of the country we very rarely get snow. I think the last time we had a lot of snow was probably 10 years ago, which is when Phoebe was born, and we had snow for weeks and weeks and weeks, and that was a white Christmas that year. So so yeah, what else have I got to say? Oh yeah, we're at running. So I said I went for a run. So I'm not set. Normally my first video, or second video maybe, of the year would be a goal setting type video. So sort of talking about my goals for the year, what I want to achieve, all that sort of stuff. And I'd be looking back on the previous year video that I made and looking at what I achieved from those goals and what I still needed to work on. But I haven't looked back at my video. I kind of know some of the goals that I set myself, but to be honest, I don't think anyone can blame anyone for not achieving much in the last 12 months, so I'm not really going to think about it. And I'm not going to set myself anything really for this year. I think I've decided to just go with the flow. I might, once things are a little bit more normal and we can do a bit more, I might have a little goal setting time then, but I don't want to set myself things and then not be able to do any of them. God, my hair needs a wash. I don't want to, set myself things that I can't achieve. So I know some people are setting, sorry, you probably can't hear me now, I'm spraying. Some people are setting themselves like little goals, little things that are only within their control, so not things that might be affected from life being cancelled. And I think that's probably a good idea if you want to set yourself little things. I have actually written a letter to myself. I think it was Mrs. Meldrum, who I follow on Instagram. She wrote last year, apparently, a letter to herself, as if things had already happened. So they've got a new kitchen, and she's saying, oh, the kitchen's wonderful, and the dog has fitted right in, and they didn't have a dog, and they had no plans for their new kitchen beforehand. But she wrote the letter to herself as if all the things had already happened, and then lots of those things within the letter did happen. And I'm all for putting things into your future and positive thinking and you know, vision. I have done a vision board for myself a couple of years ago. I did one, but I put it on Pinterest and then never looked at it. It never saw the light of day, and I wasn't entirely surprised when none of those things came true or happened. I think if you've got to do a vision board, it needs to be obvious. You need to have it there. It needs to be around, and you need to constantly look at it. And I've had things in the past where I've pictured myself in situations constantly, and those things have happened, and I thought it was about time I started being a bit more visionary and a bit more focused on the things that I want to happen. And these aren't goals necessarily. They are things like our new floor downstairs. So we have a wood floor in a whole of our downstairs. It's an engineered wood floor, oak floor. We put it in when we moved into this house. When the developers were putting flooring in, they wanted to put Amtico, like a spacia type flooring in. I really didn't want that because we'd had wood in our old house and I really liked it, and I liked the feel of real wood. So I was all for, right, we'll do it ourselves, we'll save the money and put the money that they were going to use for the floor elsewhere into the house, and we will put our own floor in. So we did that. But the floor we put down really wasn't ideal for kitchens and downstairs toilets and stuff, because anything that was spilt on it made marks, and then Phoebe did tap dancing on it and that kind of ruined it. So back in lockdown we had someone come and sand it, because you can have it sanded, even though it's engineered wood, you can have it sanded up to 2 or 3 times. So he came in and sanded it all down and said he was putting down this special varnish which was going to make it really hard wearing. It actually had the opposite effect. It made the floor worse. It looked great for the first day, and then every little thing that spills on the floor makes a really bad mark. Like before, as long as you wiped it up straight away or within the first hour or so, it was fine. But now, no matter what goes on it, it makes a mark and the floor is destroyed. It looks awful. And we spent like £1,000 having it varnished and sanded and stuff. So that's really annoying. But it's one of those things that just bothers us constantly, is this floor. So that is on top of my list of things that we want to achieve this year, is get that ripped up or another floor laid on top. We're not sure what we're going to go with, Amtico, because, or you know, LVT, luxury vinyl flooring, is that what it's called? Luxury vinyl tiles, something like that anyway, because it's rubbish, and we need something that's going to be hard wearing. I'm trying to decide what to do with my hair. I would wear it up, but I'm going to wear a hat, I think, on my walk. What's the time? How are we doing for time? I've got to go in about 10 minutes. So yeah, that's definitely on our list for this year. There's a few other things, personal family things, that I've put in my little letter to myself, but I wrote it on my phone. So I've written this letter as if all these things have already happened, so that at the end of the year, hopefully I can look back and see that all of those things did happen. We'll see. And most of them are within our control, to an extent. So shouldn't be affected by the pandemic and other things being cancelled. What else has happened? I don't know, it's very quiet, isn't it? New Year wise. I think I'm just enjoying actually the slow pace. It's not something that bothers me too much. I have started watching the Gilmore Girls. I started watching it last Christmas, I think. I put on an episode, but I think is there a newer one. I think they started at like remake or started making them again more recently, and I think I started watching those rather than the original ones, and I didn't really understand what was going on. Anyway, so I thought I'm going to give it another go, and I sat down, I went onto Netflix and I found the original seasons. There's like 7 seasons. So I started at number 1, and oh, I love it. There is, yeah, really good. I love it so much. And I think I've watched 17 episodes in the last 2 days. They're 45 minutes each. That shows how busy I've been. But love it. It's like a warm hug in a television programme. It's just so lovely to watch. So if you haven't seen it, I recommend it if you've got a bit of time on your hands, if you're not working or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much everything we've been doing. Oh, Lego, lots and lots of Lego, because obviously Andrew's got his Lego business now that he started during lockdown to keep himself busy, and that's going really well. We haven't been selling any Lego over Christmas because people aren't really buying much stuff, but we've been building a pipeline of sets to sell when things get not normal, but when people are starting looking for things to do again. So we've been doing that, and that's kept us all busy. Well, me certainly. I've been building set after set after set. So you know, it's been quite nice not having much else to do because we can focus on doing that. And I think that's probably about everything. I think you're about all caught up. So I'm going to continue to post videos every Wednesday, exactly as I was before. Obviously November, December, I upped it to 2 videos a week most weeks, because I always find myself more motivated to post stuff at Christmas time. I've got more stuff to post, more things to say, it's more exciting. But I think I'll probably just stick to the 1 a week for now. And then I might do the odd extra one. I mean, obviously this is an extra one, but I might do the odd extra one here and there when I've got something to film. If there's anything particular you want me to film or that you'd like to see, then let me know. I was going to do a what I got for Christmas video. I did a what I got for my birthday, but then I thought that actually maybe that's not in good taste at the moment. I know a lot of people probably didn't get anything or anywhere near what they would normally have got for Christmas, and I didn't want to go, oh, look at all these wonderful things that I got, when other people didn't really get much. So I didn't want to do that. But yeah, if there's anything that you would like to see, the videos that you would like me to make, then yeah, let me know. I'll probably be getting a bit back on the Weight Watchers bandwagon at some point. I'm not really that bothered at the moment. Oh, I was going to talk about running, wasn't I, and fitness. So I completely dropped off, having done a video about my fitness journey and how fitness was now part of my life, and I couldn't imagine it not being part of my life. I fell off the wagon with that a little bit, probably in October time, just because I was unwell and just couldn't exercise, and I wasn't recovering from my exercise very well. I was finding when I did a really hard workout, it was taking me days to feel like I could exercise again afterwards. I don't know whether that's because I was working out really hard and then wasn't refueling my body properly, or wasn't stretching enough, I don't know, but maybe it's just my age, I'm getting old. But yeah, I was really struggling to recover, so I did stop altogether for a little while, and then I went back to doing my Lucy Wyndham Reid 7-minute workouts, and I was just doing them Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so 3 days a week, and just trying to get back into doing something rather than nothing. And then I upped it a little bit to doing some Joe Wicks ones, which are sort of 15-20 minutes, and I really enjoyed them, and but was just doing them 3 days a week. I really want to get back to 5 days a week if I can. So I haven't done nothing over Christmas, and then actually I went for a run on Wednesday, which actually I really enjoyed. I was quite impressed that I could keep going for a little while. I did, I think, just under 5k and coped really well with it. Probably could have run a bit further, so that I was really pleased with. I don't think I'm going to necessarily go back to doing running. I'm not a massive fan of running. I just fancied doing it that day. I thought, I want to get out, I want to do something, let's go and have a run. So yeah, that is probably a goal for this year, is to get back to doing my 5 workouts a week, and I'll just start on something a bit slower and easier, because I want to keep up that level of fitness that I had before. I'd got, you know, fit and healthy, and I feel like I've dropped off a little bit, but not too much. I can still run 5k without stopping, so that's pretty good. So yeah, I think you're all caught up. That's everything I wanted to say. So I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas and New Year, and are full of hope for 2021. I think that's all we can do at the moment, is just hope that things, I feel like there is light at the end of the tunnel at last. When that tunnel will come to an end, I don't know. We're talking Easter, so that's not too far away. I think we can all cope until then. Hopefully nothing will change drastically between now and then, so in a negative way, I mean. So yeah, thank you for watching this very first video of 2021. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you're not already. I think only like 33% of people that watch my videos are subscribed, so I would love to get up to 2,000. So if you're not subscribed, just do so. It's completely free. You just click the button. You need a Gmail account or a Google account to do it, but if you've got one, then you can just subscribe. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.